On Monday, President Spiteri de Bono of Malta remarked that attacks on independent civil society and opposition and dissenting voices are in direct contradiction to the values of the OSCE. Foreign Minister Sikorski of Poland went a step further, channeling Ryszard Kapuscinski and remarking on the deafening sound of silence across the OSCE region due to the arbitrary detention of human rights defenders and civil society activists. Azerbaijan has a long-standing and well-documented record of repressing critical voices. Over the last year, the authorities have intensified the relentless crackdown, targeting the remaining vestiges of independent civil society and media with baseless but serious criminal charges. One particularly salient case of the crackdown on critical voices is that of our friend and colleague Anar Mammadli. Anar is the head of the Election Monitoring and Democracy Studies Center and a member of Human Rights House Azerbaijan. Anar was arrested on April 29th on fabricated criminal charges. The arrest came shortly after his organization published a critical assessment of February's presidential election, as well as the announcement of Mammadli and other human rights defenders of a new coalition on climate justice ahead of COP29. Anar's arrest also came just a month after he participated in the March Supplementary Human Dimension meeting in Vienna and spoke publicly about Azerbaijan's fraudulent presidential election and human rights abuses. His arrest and ongoing detention is a clear reprisal for his outspoken work, including during OSCE Human Dimension Pillar proceedings, to shine a light on fraudulent elections and highlight human rights abuses committed by the Azerbaijani authorities. The arrest and ongoing detention of Anar does not take place in isolation. Starting in 2023, the Azerbaijani authorities have intensified the relentless and decade-long crackdown on human rights defenders. This is a possible explanation for the number of government-aligned civil society organizations participating in this conference and indeed speaking publicly in plenary. The crackdown by Azerbaijani authorities, together with a highly restrictive legal environment for the operations of independent civil society organizations and media, threatens to eradicate all forms of dissent and legitimate human rights work. This takes place in the context of the upcoming COP29 and snap presidential and parliamentary elections, which the ODIHR Election Observation Mission described as not competitive, held in a restricted environment, and falling well short of democratic standards. Chair, let me thank the European Union and United States for their statements this morning, highlighting, among other things, the human rights situation in Azerbaijan. In light of what can only be described as a human rights crisis in Azerbaijan, I'd like to ask the panelists what value they see in Azerbaijan's participation in Human Dimension Conference, and what steps participating states should take ahead of COP29 to pressure the authorities to reverse course.